All right. Are we on? Seems like it. And yep, checking here in my Twitch dashboard. Yeah, seems to be working. So I figured I hop online because I haven't. I probably gave up on my resolution that I would stream every day, and I've been busy with other things the last days, I guess. Including my website devinandme.com, which there's not that much there so far, but working on it. But I did want to go back and check what's new on Upwork. And I pulled up my bingo card here, so we'll be checking off all the typical. And I don't expect many viewers again, so I sort of figured out that probably which maybe recommended my stream more than it normally would when it was the first stream, and then gosh, I've dropped off. But yeah, got to stick with it, and I'm working on some other concepts too, because this is getting kind of tedious, and I'm sure it would be better if I were to actually maybe even tackle some of the development tasks live as I'm going through these things, at least sketching out something. But I need configure that in my streaming setup. Anyway, so all right, let's see what we got now. Astro website with authentication and GitHub, GitLab repo. So that's something developer centric. Okay. All right. Okay, fixed price 100. This looks like, I don't know, why would anybody want to build this? This is like a much worse clone of pretty much any repository, browsing web front end. Or is the astro.js? Let me ask Devin here. Hey, Devin, what is astro.js? Are you on? Hello? Hey Devin, what is astro.js?
Astro.js is a static site generator for building fast, content-focused websites.
Okay, I figured so much.
Astro.js allows developers to build websites using multiple front-end frameworks simultaneously. It focuses on delivering minimal JavaScript to the browser, enhancing performance. Astro also offers features like partial hydration and component islands for efficient rendering.
Okay, yeah, to me that almost looks like maybe homework or something. But kind of weird that it uses Superbase or Astro. I've heard of Astro, just not the last couple. So let's move on. Next.js, app development and DNS configuration. Okay. Looking for a skilled DevOps engineer who can assist with deploying a Next.js app with pipeline process and configuring the DNS settings on Cloud. So is that deploying to Cloudflare? I guess so. Not just as a CDN. Okay. Okay, familiar with hosting platforms such as AWS Amplify, etc. So Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it's AWS Amplify combined with Cloudflare. I don't know. I think the AWS CDN is pretty expensive if you have a lot of traffic. I don't know. India. Fractional CTO needed for tech development strategy in insurance health data space. Yeah, I love these where you get promised a CTO title, but they really just need a technical person. It's mostly non-technical founders, and yeah, so seeking CTO, I can mark that off here. Let's see, estimated budget. Okay, yeah, I have to keep an eye out here on my bingo card. But yeah, all right. Help build an MVP in a larger roadmap. So they don't have anything yet, but they're already a disruptor in the life insurance brokerage space. Full market due diligence, implementation service for fiduciary wealth managers and their clients. So they got their sights set pretty high here as far as their audience goes. Yeah, all right. So despite not having a technical founder on our team, we have successfully pieced together enough tech enablement to demonstrate market viability. Yeah, really, to demonstrate market viability, sometimes what you need the most is people from the industry who believe in you. I think that's what a lot of investors look at. They don't look as much at the tech capabilities because that you can't evaluate that easily. So you can much more easily evaluate, okay, this big shot from the industry is involved in this project. Okay, we are now seeking a fractional CTO to meet our ambitious goals, vetting potential development resources. At high level, our company utilizes sensitive medical and financial data on potential insurance customers to help navigate them to an optimal. So yeah, the tons of sensitive data. And they decided to go through Upwork. So I always feel very uncomfortable to this. Next time you sign up with a service that isn't super long established or a huge company, think that they might be on Upwork grabbing contractors who might not know all the ins and outs of securing data. So, all right. Okay, so I guess maybe they'll be financed mostly through basically the referral fees and stuff. And because this is life insurance for wealth managers and their clients, they hope for, quite a lot of money coming in. Hourly $45 to $150. Now for a CTO, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, right. I have to, speed run these a little bit more so I don't ramble on for too long. Microsoft Loop is a collaborative platform. I haven't heard of Microsoft Loop, so see, designed to help teams work together seamlessly across various tools and platforms. Here are some key aspects of a development job related to Microsoft Loop. Okay, Loop with other tools like GitHub, DevOps. Gee, let me ask Devin. Hey Devin, have you heard of Microsoft Loop?
Yes, it's Microsoft's new collaborative workspace tool for Office 365 users.
Okay,
Microsoft
interesting.
Loop is a flexible canvas that combines notes, tasks, and documents. It synchronizes in real time across Microsoft 365 apps. Loop aims to enhance team collaboration and productivity.
Yes, okay, so that's why I haven't heard of it. I'm not so much in the Office 365 world, but okay. Maybe a recruiter just copy and pasted this, including the sentence. Does this align with what you were looking for, or do you need more specific details? Yeah, contract to hire opportunity. Yeah, that's a recruiter for sure. Let's see. 1K spent. Maybe like just recruiter just starting out trying to find candidates on Upwork. All right. You know, it's kind of interesting that this is 22 minutes ago and this is 1 hour ago. I thought those were always sorted by recent. Like best matches. You know what? I have to go to most recent. Oh, good thing I caught that, you know. I don't want my best matches. I want to look at all the listings. So, okay. Yeah, so pretty much let's start again from up top now. Okay, full stack developer needed. Located in India. Project related to bus ticket booking website, hotel room booking. All right, let's see. On my bingo card, I usually have travel. But maybe not right now. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, man, there's so many bus ticket or booking websites for hotel rooms and stuff. Everybody builds these because you can put it online, and you know, any user who uses it, I mean, you get the referral fees or the chunk of money for hotel rooms that they might book, and it's also pretty easy to find code samples. So yeah. All right, they're just starting out here. Again, my favorite, React or Angular. They've not made any tech decisions as to tech stack. 3 to 6 months, yeah. Again, I always say, if you want to work on this sort of thing, and if you somehow can swing it financially, you know, try to just build it for yourself, maybe. And, you know, at the worst, you have a showcase project, and at the best, you know, you might be, you know, getting the referral fee. So I need some coffee. All right. Windows Active Directory, which is I guess now Entra server, and Microsoft Cloud integration. Okay. Oh yeah, well, yeah, like I thought. Maybe it's still called Active Directory server. Seamless integration, blah blah blah. All right, yeah. Windows Server Administration, Active Directory, and Microsoft Cloud Services experience. Great opportunity for an expert. Yeah, and I mean, if you know Active Directory very well, if you have hands-on experience in medium to large companies, I think this is like, you know, $60 might be good. 20 hours, no shot. $20 an hour, no shot. So Flask Python developer with WebRTC and MongoDB. Okay. Multi-matrix reader. So there's something on GitHub here. In fact, let's pull this up. Let's see here. Okay. Was looking up the Opera performance issues, and I did not know that they are now, I guess, sort of owned by by the Chinese, and some people are concerned. But I'm using it here for the VPN. Okay, Python-based desktop application that detects drug boxes and reads the data for stock-taking operations. Yeah, okay, QR code reader. It's like for doing inventory. Okay, nice. Even pictures. Ah, okay. Doing internship. Okay, right. Very nice. Yeah, time flies. You know, developed in 2020, so maybe he wants to refresh it. Or okay, at least we're working here with somebody who's you know, has good technical skills and not like that, not like these fractional CTO people. Okay. Right, lots of Python, so it's definitely not for me, but very interesting. Okay, let's see how popular this repo is. 5 stars. Okay, what does he want with this? Okay, to add WebRTC and MongoDB. Dang, I'm an idiot. I can't think right now what WebRTC stands for. Hey Devin, what does WebRTC stand for?
There is no widely recognized acronym WebRTC in software engineering. I apologize, but there isn't a standard or recognized term WebRTC in software engineering or web development. It's possible you might be referring to a specific company's internal terminology or a typo of another term. Without more context, I can't provide additional information about this particular phrase.
Okay, I have to make him walk more shorter. I know that's a term. Hey Devin, what is WebRTC?
WebRTC is an open-source project that enables real-time communication capabilities directly in web browsers and mobile applications through simple APIs, allowing for peer-to-peer audio, video, and data transfer without the need for plugins or additional software installations.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Maybe that person now works at that company and maybe doesn't have time to implement that kind of stuff. And so they're looking for somebody. Okay. So that looks interesting. I mean, not for me because it needs Python, but at least, you know, this is a real valid listing. AI calling agent developer for urgent development. Developer needed to set up and deploy an AI calling agent using Twilio and OpenAI. Gosh, there's like a million projects like that thing going on right now. Just using the capabilities of ChatGPT and combining that with like real communication over text or speech, you know, phone. Okay. With a project timeline of 1 to 2 days. Now that's, wow, $55. United Kingdom, $400 spent. You know, proposals less than 5. As it should be. I mean, yeah. I mean, you might have already code that does do pretty much that, but I mean, even just from the communication, because they don't give you much info here, like integrate, is it like Python? Is this, you know, could .NET? Is this you know, how do they want that set up? Yeah, what's the tech stack? Next, AWS and DevOps engineer We're seeking experienced AWS and DevOps engineer to join our team. Okay, all right. Netherlands, so all these sort of out for me because I'm in the US East time zone, but will be responsible for designing and implementing secure, scalable, and highly available cloud-based architectures. Okay. I mean, I would like to work in DevOps for reasons that I mentioned, previously. I mean, you get to work maybe a little bit more independently than in typical software development teams. Okay. EC2, so they have virtual machines, S3, RDS, relational database, cloud formation. Okay. Do they do like just do they write the templates by hand, or do they use CDK or maybe Terraform? Who knows? Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, Docker, yeah. I mean, Kubernetes, I don't have much hands-on experience with Kubernetes, like running it in production. Python, Bash. So okay, that must be a placeholder here. Yeah, they don't give you a ton of I mean, they already have a team, they already have code, presumably. They should just list all the details of their tech stack, so people have an easier time seeing if they're a good fit, if they can hit the ground running. MQTT Consulting is the next one. All right, so they have an existing Internet of Things application using UDP, data streaming, proprietary protocol. Okay, interesting. So they only spent 10K, so they are at least not like a fly-by-night tiny operation. Project is transitioning to using MQTT via .NET Core's okay, and RabbitMQ as the broker. So they want to maybe go away from their hand-rolled stuff and use more standard libraries. Okay. To communicate that data logger information to a backend. That can be, massive amounts of data. Now that looks interesting. Yeah, again on Upwork, if you want to successfully apply, you probably want a lot of previous experience in something, and I don't have a ton of IoT experience. So okay, that's where we encountered, I think, that was one from the that we looked at previously when I was still on the best fit tab and not at the most recent tab. Okay. Full stack developer to assist in the development of a private web application. Okay, existing API to extract data and store. Okay. Using BigQuery. Again, tying in OpenAI, Gemini. Okay, another intermediate between large language models and end users. Okay, the backend will then generate a list of related topics and content idea suggestions. Okay, users can input a list of topics, and then you get a list of related topics and content idea suggestions. I mean, that's like, I'm trying to think of the service. that what's that AI news streamer? You know, he went through applications he uses almost every day last week or this week, and noted an application that I bookmarked for myself to use that does just that. You know, you give it topics and it comes up with YouTube video topics and content idea suggestions. Okay. All right. Trying to think. That's definitely a service that already exists. So, but maybe it's more in a niche industry or something. But even that, trying to think of what the software was. Was it? And that's such an obvious use for LLMs that they are like a million platforms like that. Trying to think. Definitely already exists. And I hate writing something if there's already like a professional product out there and somebody's trying to make money with something extremely similar. It feels just so pointless to rewrite basically, or to write the same thing almost from scratch. That's not very innovative. Okay. All right. So this listing at least, puts the tech stack right in the title. JavaScript, AWS Lambda, DynamoDB, Amplify, React, WordPress, and WooCommerce. Okay. Looks good, except I would like to see TypeScript and anything Amplify. I always feel it's a small company. And indeed, they've spent only 1K plus on Upwork. Yeah, WordPress troubleshooting. Okay. Issue WordPress WooCommerce and Lambda webhook integration failure due to slow WordPress, resulting in timeouts. Hourly $15 to $30. Yeah, if somebody's on an absolute shoestring budget, then of course they might have WordPress deployed in a way where it's very slow, and performance issues. I mean, you don't want to sign up for a project where then you go, okay, the solution to this is just to move your WordPress site somewhere else. But well, I mean, I don't know that WooCommerce thing, but if it has basically something where it pings a webhook once, like maybe a user places an order, then what you can do in the situation, of course, is to not have this point right back to your slow WordPress site, but to have it point to a Lambda function which maybe receives that info, puts it into an SQS queue, and then work off that SQS queue. Simple queue service in AWS. So by decoupling, you help I'll make sure that nothing gets dropped. Yeah, hourly $15 to $30. Not many proposals. I almost wonder, I could throw my hat in the ring, but again, I'm always like scared with these that somebody else basically has the code already and they can then basically underbid and put, or even put in their proposal, okay, I can give you this code. Here's how it works. And $10 or whatever. Whereas I have to actually do a little bit of programming here. Okay. Still, might take a look at, I don't know. DevOps engineer, Dominion Republic residence, yeah. So not for me, but and it's Power BI. It's kind of interesting that they have Power BI and need somebody who knows AWS best practices. It's like a mixed cloud. Redshift, Databricks, Airflow, dbt, Jira. At least they give you the full tech stack, which is good because it's very specific. Probably not that many people have all that. And Terraform, probably Kubernetes. They don't say how much they pay. DHL API-based dashboard design and implementation. Okay, let's see. What does... hey, Devin, what is GHL?
GHL stands for Get Response High Level, a comprehensive all-in-one marketing platform designed to help businesses automate their marketing processes, manage customer relationships, and grow their online presence.
Interesting. Interesting name. Okay. Hundreds of calls will be made per day. Okay, so they need a dashboard. Okay, all this information is in GHL today and it is working. Okay, I need to produce a professional-grade dashboard in another environment, for example, WordPress. Now, I don't like WordPress, but almost looks to me like maybe Airtable with Software or whatever might be an option here. Because that doesn't seem to be like a super technical person. So maybe it's not super sensitive data. So that could work. Well, okay. The initial idea is to use a WordPress site hosted within GHL and a third-party plugin to create the charts and the dashboard. All right, so GHL, I already forgot what that acronym stands for, but obviously you can, it seems like you can host WordPress sites inside that software and write third-party plugins for it. Okay. Dashboards that come with GHL are crappy, not an option. Last resort, we can move data to Tableau or Power BI. Okay, so good. At least they know what they want. They want to keep the data within GHL, use that platform's capabilities, not having to move the data out, and create their own charts and dashboards. $300 is really low. Especially as probably most people will have to upscale a little bit or upskill a little bit to tackle this and read a lot of documentation and stuff. Yeah, $5 spent. Full stack developer. Remix, React, TypeScript, MUI, Node. Okay, Material UI. Read carefully, this job has some strict requirements. Okay, we are building a dashboard for Instagram creators. All right, so we can like of advertising marketing. And I know we had, US-based, less than $20 per hour. We already bought a template for minimals.cc. It is in TypeScript, React, Vite. All right. So far, so good. Let me pull up Opera here. Oh, I didn't know about the site. Could be interesting. Okay. Except for, based on material UI. All right. Well, I mean, heck, it can be useful to write quick sites. Okay, it's also a dev. Video meeting is required with me all the time. Jesus. We have data in Excel sheets. Later we are planning to move this data to PostgreSQL. Okay. Current task is front end. Mention word Gucci at the top. All right. Keep in mind, I'm also hourly $8 to $9. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, it's. Oops. Yep. Now I wiped out my bingo card. I need to save it maybe in local storage or whatever, but I do like that I can shuffle and refresh it and start from scratch. But okay. How many companies and people build dashboards for Instagram stuff? I mean, people make apparently a lot of money with it, so makes sense. But everybody and their brothers doing that. Flutter developer needed for extending web portal features. Yep, looks like I'm not getting any viewers today, so gotta keep this a little bit more short and work on more productive stuff. But I can just browse quicker like I would usually do. Flutter developer, okay. I'm not a Flutter developer. But maybe we can tick off here. Okay, we had advertising marketing already. Seeking CTO. Fix problem we definitely had. Travel related. Your current focus is only on the web app. Yeah, Python, Flutter Dart, not for me. Pay is so low. Technical interviewer for a DevOps engineering boot camp. Oh, okay. All right, interesting. We are a DevOps training school looking for someone with DevOps or similar background who can conduct technical mock interviews with our graduate students. At the end of the program, once students have their resumes ready, we conduct 45 to 60-minute mock interviews, which imitate a real job interview. Okay, immerse students into the interview experience. All right. Okay. A little bit the problem I see here is that people who conduct technical interviews are very technical. I mean, typically it's senior people or architects, and clearly it's needs to be somebody who has very broad skills so they can give like a realistic kind of interview. Yeah, previous experience and background in DevOps. Now that doesn't help you if you've only done like a little bit of DevOps, or if you've done like a certain niche within DevOps, like you babysat Kubernetes websites. Well, I mean, if you did that on Azure, now for this position, you have to know enough about AWS to interview candidates about that, and you know Terraform and stuff. But then again, I guess that is a realistic scenario, that not everything you learn in a course will be required by the position that you interview for. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, 40 to 70 hours, $70 an hour is good. Are they going to interview the potential interviewers? I hope so. Okay. $300K plus spent. Wow. I mean, that's where a lot of money is, teaching others how to do something. And, good for them that they do, mock interviews with the students to prepare them. Now, I hope that the students don't get just one interviewer, because you really want a good mix, because one interviewer picked on Upwork here might only be very comfortable with a certain, piece of DevOps, and then it's very much the luck of the draw if you're doing well in that interview or not. But I mean, that's how it is in real life, but still, you don't want to discourage people. Okay, we looked at this earlier. Okay, Next.js and Strapi web developer with German language skills. Okay, that's interesting. Ecosystem, okay. 500 members at most. That exchange. Okay. Aufträge tauschen. Okay, I don't want to get into that too much because it's German, and I don't know. It could be a crypto thing. Maybe Aufträge is also a crypto term. I wouldn't know. And so it has a bidding system. Okay. Oh, all right. So it's maybe people banding together on that platform to then win something? Maybe win the contract, or that would be really embarrassing to interview for this, and my German is so holprig. Experienced Django Python developer, again, not for me. Screen and productivity capture software is a requirement and non-negotiable. Jesus, that's an out for me. Because I mean, that's so much stress. I mean, chances are they want to see you typing all the time and start complaining if your screen is frozen for too long when you just went to get a coffee or whatever. or you're just thinking, or you're just briefly checking something on your phone. Entry level. 5 to 10 bucks an hour, and then they want to constantly monitor you. It's just I don't even know what to say. AI powered listing description generator for automotive parts. Web scraping to build a solution for our business. The software will automate the creation of listing descriptions for automotive parts using our existing database and by scraping data from various websites. Goal is to develop a tool that generates detailed SEO, optimized listing descriptions. Okay. All right. Enhance it by scraping additional information from multiple online sources. Usually I don't like scraping jobs, but I admit for something like that where you have your own descriptions, but there's a lot of data on standard parts, on various sites. And for part tools, I think there are even existing APIs. All right. Yeah, so always depends. Is it to flesh out the technical specs? Then that's okay. Is it to rip off nice descriptions from your competitors? I would have more quarrels about that. Okay, all right. Mentioning part locations, yeah, that's what I mean. I think there is a standard API where any car part has it's like books have ISBN numbers, and car parts also have like industry standardized numbers that actually tell you which car it is for, and maybe even like the area of the car, like front or rear, etc. Okay. Wow, 10K. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Must feel like I've worked with car parts, seen some of the APIs, or 10K isn't too bad. Oh, that's interesting. That makes me wish I had like something like a showcase site I could send to them. Maybe I'll look into building a showcase site. Even though by the time maybe I build it, they already accepted some offer and then it'll boot, but hang on. That is the most interesting I've seen today, for sure. Mobile app developer for education. Okay. EduLens. You know what? I have to... Maybe I want to bookmark some of these things. How do you do it in Opera? I just downloaded it. Okay. Give it a heart, I guess. Okay. Egypt. Maybe that's not the same. The app is designed to help students by allowing them to upload images of textbooks or homework and receive various forms of feedback. Okay, easy enough. That's all APIs. Okay, that's large language models. Large language model. Okay. Yeah. I mean, again, this seems like the sort of software that already exists. Probably, yeah, many versions of that kind. So, and $250 is so low. All right. Okay. Next listing, full stack developer for interactive 3D web applications. Okay. Yeah, that looks ambitious, you know. Building interactive 3D web applications that can communicate with programmable logic controllers through TCP/IP. Okay. Ah, okay. It's a conveyor. Okay, kind of interesting. I mean, I have some experience like with Vue.js or just playing around. So they want proficiency in 3D rendering frameworks. Not something I can apply to, but yeah, at least they give a lot of info. They give, you know, a lot of description about what they are trying to do. So that is good. That's a good listing, definitely. Next one, backend developer for new American chat site. Okay, yeah. All right. Talk about sites that already exist. $15 to $40. Okay. Java, Python, or Ruby, and MySQL or MongoDB. Yeah, is this like a chat site that they want integrated in maybe something they already have? But then why would they have like okay, so maybe their site is based on Java, Python, or Ruby. I don't know why anybody would want to build a new chat site from scratch, unless it's oh, how much experience do you have with video APK implementation? APK. Oh, Tiny Chat or Stumble Chat. Hey Devin, what is video APK?
An APK, Android Package Kit, is the file format used to distribute and install applications on Android devices, and a video APK typically refers to an Android app specifically designed for video playback or streaming.
Ah, okay. Right. So they have a video-related project, want to add chat, and are very flexible as to the tech stack, which is kind of weird if they already have something. Right. Okay. Well, looks like I'm not getting viewers today, so gonna wrap it up here. But I did realize it's Labor Day week, so maybe a lot of people are off. But I also, you know, have to look at other concepts and stuff. Like I mentioned at the beginning, to attract more viewers. You know, it was probably a thing where Twitch recommends your very first stream to a lot of people, and unless you amass dozens or hundreds of viewers within your first couple streams, Twitch just doesn't recommend your stream anymore. So discoverability is probably low. Because it's really disappointing that I got like 3 new followers my first stream, and since then not much happening, but all right. At least I went online. Plan to do some other things here, so pretty soon. So stay tuned, and if you watch the board of this, thanks so much, and I talk to you soon. Bye.